Lordstown Motors has once again disappointed the investor. Their earnings results came out and they weren't impressive. However, that's not my issue. My issue is with their outlook, and they said something that I put together that has me extremely concerned. And there's another issue on their balance sheet that has me even more concerned. And there's a catalyst that's happening outside of the company, which is something that we knew about, that has me even more concerned also. I am very worried about this company, so make sure you stick around to find out exactly what I've found. Now, I know this video is probably going to get a lot of dislikes and a lot of hate, and that's fine because I understand there are investors in this company that want the stock to go up, and I also understand that they think I'm wrong. And you know what? I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, and I genuinely hope I'm wrong. I hope this stock 10x's and everyone makes money, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be as honest as possible. I'm not afraid to present the negative view on a stock, unlike other channels, because I'm working on this channel right here to be the best investing channel on YouTube. And to do that, I need to be honest, and I need to say, I don't think this is a good company. I'm not doing this for views. I'm doing this to try and make the best channel possible. I want to make money. I hope you guys can make some money by doing your own research, because I'm not a financial advisor. As you can see, the stock tumbled 7.45% to $8.95 a share. And this is something that we've seen that is a common trend with this company. It just goes down and down and down, and green days are short-lived. We'll have some good news, there'll be some green days, and then guess what? Pie in your face, it's going down again. This is just the reality of this company, and you know what? I understand this. I think they deserve to be lower, because what I found, I'm not happy with one bit. Now let's talk about something that is actually good. They are incredibly satisfied with the beta vehicle test results so far. They recently passed 2 of the most difficult crash tests, and such believe we remain on track to deliver a 5-star rated vehicle. So they're on track to deliver a 5-star rated vehicle. That is good. Now here are the problems. They have encountered some challenges: higher than expected expenditures for parts and equipment, shipping costs, and expenses associated with third-party engineering resources. I understand that this is a growing company and there are going to be issues like this and things aren't going to come as expected, but this isn't the big problem I've got. It's this: they need additional capital to execute on their plans, and they want to raise capital in various forms and have begun those discussions. What forms are they thinking about? If it's share dilution, this is going to be a big issue for investors, because if they're adding more shares in to make money, and I understand they need the money, they're a growing company, it's what you expect from a company like this, but it means your piece of the pie as an investor is going to get small. And from what we're seeing so far, it is a already small pie. And in fact, Lordstown Motors have gone out and made it smaller, because they expect the endurance production in 2021 will be limited and would be at best 50% of prior expectations. So if you invested in this company based off their numbers, based on what they're expecting and what revenues they're expecting to make and how many vehicles they're expecting to deliver, and they're coming out and saying at best we're going to get to 50% of that, well, straight off the bat, your price prediction of this company should be half. Expected capital expenditures to be between 250 and 275 million, which again, it's what we mentioned earlier with shipping, parts, engineering, those things. Their expected operated expenses will come to a total of between 335 to 350 $1 million, and they expect the end of 2021 liquidity of between 50 and 75 million in cash and cash equivalents. This is another major issue, and I'm going to go into why in a second, so stick around. I will explain why this is a very big problem. Obviously, when it comes to the numbers, we saw no revenue, which is fine because they haven't started producing it. You can't expect this, so that's fine. Operating expenses in Q1 of 2020 were 11.9 million. They're up to $106 million, which is fine. Again, it's a growing company. They're investing in a growing company, and they're expecting their total 2021 operating expenses to be 335 to 350 million. So another 3x for where we are today. Here's the big problem. Remember we mentioned share dilution. In Q1 of 2020, there was 71 million shares. Well, that number's now become 174. They've added over 100 million shares. And we mentioned raising capital. We mentioned dilution being a possibility. It's something the company's already done. And if they do this again, it gives investors a smaller slice of the pie. And it is one of my biggest concerns right now with this company. Another thing, let's look at their assets. Their total current assets right now are 613 million compared to total current liability of 67 million, which means they have enough money to pay off their debt short term. That's the easiest way to put this. They've got enough assets short term to pay off their short term debt. It's literally what this is. Here's my problem. They came out and said they expect their end of year 2021 cash and cash equivalents to total 50 to 75 million. And right now it's at 587 million. Well, if it gets to 50 million, that's less than their total current liabilities, which means they won't have the money to pay off their debts. And they're saying this on top of diluting shares possibly, or taking out loans and picking up more debt. They need to raise capital. This is going to cost them. So this is a really, really bad situation. And I see a company here that is at risk of going bankrupt. These are major issues and really big concerns I've got right now with Lordstown Motors. This is why I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed because they didn't have any revenues. You don't expect them to have revenues. They're not producing vehicles yet. What I'm disappointed is that they've halved the expectation of productions. They're talking about raising more capital. They're saying we don't have enough money and we're looking at things to do about it. And they're not expecting to have enough cash and cash equivalents to pay off their debts. This is really, really bad. And I don't like making videos bagging companies like this. However, this is what they've said. And as I said, I'm just giving you the facts. This is just facts. So hit the like button if you haven't done so already. And again, I will stress, if you're investing in this company, I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely hope you make millions of dollars and you comment on this video in a year's time and say, sucked in, you're an idiot, you got it wrong, because I want us all to make money. This is just what I see from what I'm seeing. This is basically my opinion. It's all it is. Now, it's not all bad news. We have 7 analysts giving an average 12-month price target of $17.14, which still represents a 91% upside. So the analysts are saying you can still nearly double your money on this stock. But if you dig into it a bit further and we see what they've recently been saying, we see them all lowering from $10 to $8, from $35 to $9, from $12 to $8. One analyst is extremely bullish. One analyst is seeing $50 to $40. However, you just see a common trend. Besides one, they've all lowered their price targets based off these numbers, which is not a good sign. It's something you never want to see. And I'm sure this has also contributed to pushing the share price down further. I mentioned that there's something happening outside of the company that will also affect them. And I mentioned that it's something that investors all knew about already. And that's this right here. The Ford F-150 Lightning. We all know that these big companies were going to eventually join the EV race. Well, one analyst at JB Morgan just went for a ride experience in the new electric Ford, and they were blown away by the ride. It is a surreal and unexpected feeling to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds, to tow 6,000 pounds, all these things. So Ford's coming out. All these other companies are coming out. This is obviously a direct competitor to Lordstown Motors. And when it's a company like Ford, you know they've got the money, they're huge, and they're really going to come into this market aggressively and hard. It's a trusted brand. It's a brand that's known all about the world. And this will be a big problem for Lordstown. If they can't get their vehicles out there and can't really start pushing them, then Ford will dominate this market, and it is going to really negatively affect Lordstown Motors. I know you're going to say, but Lordstown is targeting fleets. Ford will too. That's the reality. You will see fleets driving Ford vehicles as well. That's the reality of the situation, and it is a very concerning and not a good look for this company right now. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I genuinely hope I'm wrong. I hope investors kill it in this company and make as much money as possible. I'm just being honest. I'm just giving you what I see, because I want this channel to be the best channel on YouTube in the stock market. I really want us all to kill it. I want us to work as a team to find the best stocks and make the most money as possible. That's going to wrap up this video for today, guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Argue with me in the comments. Let me know why you're wrong. I'd love to make a follow-up video taking points of some of your comments and saying this point was made, this point was made, point was made. Just providing a counter argument. I think that will be very healthy for everyone involved. So argue with me. Let me know why I'm wrong. Let me know why I'm right. I'm going to read all your comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.